Hey everyone, it's me, Whimsy, and this is tonight's remote. I'm giving it to you from beautiful Kyoto. I'm back in Kyoto. So here's the situation. I was asked to go in and find out more information about documents that Donald Trump had taken that are classified while he was in the White House. Here's as much information as I have for you at this time. It's not a lot, but it's something. Based on what I can see from the information, the stealing of documents from the White House, classified information, was accelerated about 4 months prior to him leaving office. This is really when he was taking things throughout the presidency. But there is this frantic feeling I have as Donald Trump that I might not have much time, and I accelerate the amount of theft 4 months prior to leaving. This is the first thing. I feel that I am desperately trying to get more and more stuff. Now, the second part of this remote is that I have put myself in the shoes of Merrick Garland, and I know for a fact that important documents have been leaked and that important documents are missing. This is important because it implicates other agencies. It implicates the State Department, Mike Pompeo, our relationship with foreign governments that we've been historically hostile to, North Korea and China specifically, that are always trying to get patent information about vaccines, various different types of patents and science inventions, etc., here in the United States, corporations that may have contracts with Americans. There's a lot of international spying to get that kind of information. So when you go into the remote, number one, I feel approximately 4 months prior to Trump leaving office, I'm anxious to get as much information as possible to certain people. So I'm not just saving the information to brag. That is not true. This information has been stolen throughout the presidency and given to foreign governments throughout the presidency. 3 years into the presidency is when this starts to happen, and it accelerates when he has Mark Meadows working for him. And it also seems to be implicating the State Department and Mike Pompeo. This is the information I have so far. When I put myself in the shoes of Merrick Garland, the other piece of information is that I know for a fact that there are important documents that are unaccounted for. And when I follow the energy, some of those documents are in New Jersey. They're still there. They're in New Jersey. The other thing I find out when I go into this energy is that some of the documents are gone forever. They're unaccounted for. We don't know where they are. We can't find them. They're not in New Jersey. They're not in Virginia. They're not in New York. They're not in Florida. They're in the hands of a hostile government. Remember what I had said before about China. North Korea and China are allies. This energy goes back to North Korea. It goes back to China. Merrick Garland now knows that those documents are gone forever, and they are now in the hands of hostile governments, China and North Korea. The extent to which this kind of spying has gone on has created some tension between the United States, China, etc. So I have written down unaccounted for some of them still in New Jersey, some documents gone for good, whereabouts unknown. It appears that he would get the documents and then pass them on to a third party. Either it was Rudy Giuliani or it was Roger Stone or some go-between. I assume a registered foreign lobbyist might be involved in passing this information to whoever it's supposed to be passed to. And it's gone. The information, it goes missing. They don't know where it is, and so they have to assume it's now in the hands of North Korea and China, and that's the biggest leak that's probably going to be coming out. So at this point, what does Merrick Garland do? Well, you try to get people to cooperate, like Mark Meadows, because he was assisting in getting the information to Trump, and then Trump was passing the information on to third-party people like Roger Stone and Giuliani, who most likely passed information on to Russia, and possibly people in the State Department supplying information about the activities of the State Department and then passing that on to North Korea, China, etc. And I will go back down and see if I can find any more information. It looks like, when you put yourself in the shoes of Merrick Garland, just the sheer righteous anger and frustration, because it's just very obvious that this information is gone forever and it's never going to be retrieved, and we can assume where it's gone to. But the other issue is arresting the people that participated in passing it on to these governments. Giuliani specifically is an interesting character because he descends into this horrible mental state, I assume due to alcoholism, mental health issues, etc. Other people that may have participated, of course, Flynn is under investigation. It's going to be interesting to see how this unfolds, but basically, at this point, they're not able to retrieve everything because it's in the hands of hostile governments. All right, thank you for listening to this remote. I'll go down and try and see more information if I can. And thank you for your support of the channel. Be well.